Expressing cause and effect.
I noticed our sales dipped this quarter. I think it's directly linked to the limited inventory we've had on popular items.
Yes, the shortage did affect our numbers. But why was our inventory so low?
It was a cascade effect. The initial delay from our suppliers was due to new trade regulations, which slowed down the shipping considerably.
So the regulation changes caused the supplier delays, which in turn caused our inventory shortages.
Exactly. And because of those shortages, we couldn't meet customer demand, which ultimately led to the sales drop.
That makes sense. How can we mitigate this moving forward?
We need to diversify our suppliers and possibly stockpile essential items. Also, improving our demand forecasting might help us anticipate and adjust better.
Good ideas. Let's start looking for additional suppliers and review our forecasting methods. We can't afford another hit like this.
Disagreeing.
Good afternoon. I was thinking about going camping this weekend. You are free, right?
Yes, I am. But honestly, I don't enjoy camping much.
Really? Why not? I find it really refreshing and adventurous.
It might be adventurous, but it's often uncomfortable. Sleeping in a tent doesn't compare to a bed.
I believe that's the charm of camping. We move away from comfort, get close to nature, and learn survival skills.
I see your point. But for me, vacation means relaxation, not hardship. I prefer staying in comfortable hotels and exploring restaurants over making my own food at a campsite.
It seems our concept of vacations are quite different. I find nature captivating, while you prefer a more urban experience.
Exactly, although getting close to nature is beneficial. I think comfort shouldn't be compromised. We might have to find a common ground before planning our trip.
Don't cry over spilled milk. Don't waste time worrying about things that have already happened and can't be changed.
Hey, have you seen my car keys? I've looked everywhere, but I can't seem to find them.
Did you check the kitchen countertop?
Yeah, they're not there. The only place left is the locked study room. Now it's a standstill since I left the keys inside.
Don't cry over spilled milk, you know? You need to stay calm and think of a rational way out of this.
I know you're right, but it's just. This isn't the first time. I'm always misplacing things, and it becomes so frustrating.
Everyone makes mistakes. That shouldn't stop you from becoming better. Can we call a locksmith?
I guess we could. Yeah, okay, let's do that.
Good. In the meantime, try to think about some ways you can improve this, like maybe attach your keys to something bigger or put them in a specific place every day.
Holiday economy.
Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy.
Have you ever thought about how holidays impact the economy?
I haven't given it much thought. I assume there's a significant effect though.
Absolutely. Extra spending during holiday time serves as a massive economic stimulus. It's not just limited to retail. The hospitality sector also benefits.
I can see that. People travel, which means more spending on hotels, restaurants, and transport. Not to mention holiday bonuses that allow for more spending.
Exactly. And don't forget about the seasonal jobs that holidays create.
Right, businesses often need extra hands during busy holiday periods.
Moreover, holidays also drive growth in other sectors. Think about hiking gear retailers during long weekends, or the boost to pumpkin sales during Halloween.
I never realized the depth of it. It's beneficial to the economy. But I wonder how sustainable it is given the current environmental issues.
Good point. That's a whole other conversation.
But I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly, I'm not.
Postgraduate's fever.
I've noticed this increasing trend of postgraduates fever. It seems everyone is getting a master's or PhD these days.
Yes, it's like an epidemic, especially as the job market becomes more competitive. It's almost like people feel an undergraduate degree just doesn't cut it anymore.
I get it. Additional qualifications can perhaps make you stand out. But is the debt worth it?
It's subjective. For fields like academia or research, a postgraduate degree is essential. But in other sectors, experience might carry more weight.
True. And don't forget about those who pursue postgraduate studies for sheer passion for the subject.
Absolutely. Postgraduates' fever can be a result of different motivations, career advancement, passion, or simply academic interest. It's essential to evaluate its true worth based on personal ambitions and the given industry.
You're right. Every prospective student should weigh in these factors before jumping onto the postgraduate bandwagon.
Giving good news.
Hey, I have some fantastic news to share with you.
Oh, really? What's going on?
I got the job offer I was hoping for. The interview last week went really well, and they called me this morning to confirm.
That's amazing. Congratulations. You really wanted that position, didn't you?
Yes, I did. It's exactly in the field I wanted to be in, and it even pays more than I expected.
That sounds perfect. You must be thrilled. When do you start?
In 2 weeks. They want me to start as soon as possible. And guess what? It's also closer to home, so my commute will be a lot shorter.
Everything seems to have lined up perfectly for you. You deserve this with all the hard work you've put in.
Thank you. I'm really excited about it. Let's celebrate this weekend. How does dinner sound?
Dinner sounds great. Let's do it.
Mortgage loan.
Hi there. Have you ever considered getting a mortgage loan?
Yes, I've given it some thought. But I'm not clear on how it all works.
A mortgage is a loan that allows you to borrow money to buy a property. You'll repay the loan, along with interest, over a set term.
What factors do lenders consider before giving a mortgage loan?
They look at your income, credit score, debt to income ratio, job stability, and the value of the property you want to buy.
Does the length of the term affect my monthly payments?
Absolutely. Significantly shorter terms usually have higher monthly payments but lower interest rates, while longer terms have less hefty monthly payments but more interest costs overall.
That's insightful. I think I'll need advice on choosing the right term length.
That's a good idea. A mortgage advisor can provide thoroughly tailored advice based on your personal circumstances and financial goals.
Traffic jams.
You know, I can't stand traffic jams. It feels like such a huge waste of time.
I completely agree. It's terribly frustrating not being able to do anything but wait.
That's true. And the worst part is, you can't even predict when they will occur. You might leave an hour early for work and still be late.
Yes, and sometimes, just when you think it's cleared up, it starts all over again.
Exactly. I've started looking for alternatives like using a bike or public transport just to avoid traffic jams.
That seems a good idea. I'm thinking of carpooling or using ride shares. It's a bit comforting to think that fewer cars could mean lesser traffic.
Definitely. Plus, it's better for the environment. But it's going to take a significant lifestyle change to make a noticeable difference.
That's very true. It's a problem worth brainstorming for solutions.
Ability.
I've been thinking about picking up tennis. I've always admired the game, but I'm not sure I have what it takes.
Tennis is a great sport. You should definitely give it a try. Everyone starts somewhere, right?
True, but I've never been particularly athletic. I'm worried I might be too slow or not pick up the skills quickly.
Don't be too hard on yourself. Skills can be learned with practice. And there are beginner classes where you can learn at your own pace.
I guess you're right. It's more about the effort than natural ability, isn't it?
Exactly. And remember, it's about enjoying the game too. Plus, it's a great way to stay active and meet new people.
That does sound appealing. Maybe I should look into local clubs or classes then.
Definitely do that. And if you want, I can come with you the first few times to get the hang of it.
I'd like that. Thanks for the encouragement.
Expressing regret.
Hey, I've been meaning to bring something up.
Yeah. What's it?
It's about last weekend's party. I realized that my behavior was out of line. I regret being so rude.
Oh, I see. I didn't expect you to bring this up.
Well, I've been stewing over it. My actions might have soured the mood and ruined the night for others.
Honestly, yes, it did affect the overall vibe.
I regret it. I let the stress of my personal issues influence my behavior. It's no excuse, but it's why I acted out.
I'm glad you recognized it, and it's brave of you to admit it.
I hope to make up for it. I plan on apologizing to everyone individually. It's the least I can do.
That's a good start, and I believe it shows true remorse and a willingness to change.
To study abroad.
Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, You grow hard about what you want to be. Step 4. Everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Have you considered studying abroad?
Yes, the idea of absorbing different cultures intrigues me.
Agreed. It exposes you to diverse education systems. You get a fresh perspective on learning.
Definitely. Plus, I believe it would help develop my independence and self-sufficient nature.
True. I studied abroad, and it really broadened my horizons. I learned a lot about myself and how to adapt to new environments.
Which is precisely what I am after. But aren't costs a concern?
Yes, it can be expensive. However, several universities abroad do offer scholarships and financial aid. You'll need to research and apply accordingly.
Yes, I should look into those. Any countries you'd recommend?
Well, US, UK, and Canada have renowned universities. Asian countries like Singapore and Japan are also gaining popularity.
Much to consider. Thanks for the insight. I appreciate it.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Talking about occupations.
What line of work are you in?
I'm a software developer. I build mobile applications for Android and iOS. It's a mix of technical challenges and creative solutions. How about you?
I'm a landscape architect. I design outdoor spaces like parks, residential areas, and sometimes even golf courses. It's really rewarding to see my designs come to life.
That sounds fascinating. I can imagine it must be quite satisfying to create something that people enjoy every day.
It is. And with your job, you must be constantly learning with technology evolving so quickly.
Absolutely, there's always a new programming language or framework to keep up with. But that's part of the excitement. Keeps the brain young, I guess.
True. That's the beauty of our jobs, isn't it? Always evolving. Always something new to master.
Exactly. It's about making the most of our skills and pushing boundaries wherever we can.
Let the cat out of the bag, to reveal a secret.
Hey, you know our friend Robert? From the soccer league?
Yeah, the one who used to collect baseball cards, right?
Yeah, that's him. Well, he always had aspirations to become a mystery writer.
Truly, I had no idea Robert was interested in writing.
He always kept it a secret. He feared that people might not take him seriously.
Wow, that's news to me. How did you find out about it?
You might not believe it. But he accidentally let the cat out of the bag last weekend during the pool match.
Really? How?
He got a call and he was talking about his book deal with a publisher. He didn't realize I was in hearing range.
Interesting. I genuinely hope he succeeds in his venture.
I hope so too. It's quite a surprising revelation, isn't it?
Absolutely. I never would have guessed.
Asking for clarification.
Yesterday, I read an article about photosynthesis in nocturnal plants. It mentioned that they function differently from normal plants.
Hold on. Did you mean to say that nocturnal plants perform photosynthesis at night?
No, that's a misconception. They perform photosynthesis during the day. but open their stomata at night to take in carbon dioxide.
So they store the carbon dioxide for use during the day then?
Yes, exactly. They preserve water this way, as opening stomata during the day causes a lot of water loss.
Ah, I see. So, this nocturnal photosynthesis is a survival adaptation for dry conditions?
Correct. It's commonly found in plants dwelling in arid regions, as they have developed this as a method to survive scarce water conditions.
I got it now. That's indeed different from what regular plants do. Interesting how nature adapts to challenging situations.
Talking about feelings.
Sometimes, I think it's really difficult to communicate how I feel to others. It's like there's a chasm between how I perceive things and what I'm able to express.
I understand that. It can be complex to translate feelings into words. And also, not everyone may understand what you mean.
Exactly. Sometimes I feel alone in my thoughts because I find it difficult to articulate them.
You know what could help? Journaling. You don't have to show it to anyone. It's just for your eyes. With writing, you'll get better at expressing yourself.
Sounds like a good idea. Maybe I should also start to open up more to people I trust. It's scary though.
Yes, it is. But remember, it's okay to be vulnerable sometimes. That's how we grow and learn to trust others more.
Yeah, I'll try to implement that. Thanks for the advice.
Talking about health and illness.
Hey, how have you been? I heard you weren't feeling well.
Yeah, I had a bit of a nasty bout with the flu. I'm on the mend now, thankfully.
That's good to hear. The flu can really knock you off your feet. Did you get it checked out?
I did. The doctor prescribed some antiviral medication and plenty of rest.
That's the right thing to do. Health should always be a top priority. You know, I've been taking steps to boost my immune system.
Oh, really? What kind of steps?
Eating a well-balanced diet, staying hydrated, exercising regularly, and getting enough sleep. Not to mention, I also get a flu shot every year.
That's smart. I usually neglect my health until I get sick. I think I need to make some changes.
We often don't realize the importance of good health until we lose it. But it's never too late to start.
Talking about occupations.
Hi, it's been a while. What's keeping you busy these days?
Yes, quite some time. I've actually switched jobs recently.
That's great. It's always interesting to explore a new field. What job are you doing now?
I'm working as a book editor now. It's surprisingly different from my old job as a journalist, but still revolves around writing.
Sounds fascinating. What sparked this switch?
I've always loved reading and admired how word manipulation can drastically change a book's impact. I wanted some change, and this role seemed like a fitting challenge.
Wow, that's quite a change, but I can see how your love for words makes it an appealing switch. I'm still crunching numbers as a financial analyst.
Sticking to your passion for puzzles, then?
Absolutely. The challenge of unraveling financial mysteries is still as captivating as ever.
Glad we've both found ways to live our passions. It really matters, doesn't it?
Without a doubt, job satisfaction is crucial.
Expressing disappointment.
I was really looking forward to the concert next week, but it just got canceled. They said it was due to unforeseen circumstances.
That's really disappointing, especially since you've been talking about it for months.
Yeah, I had everything planned out. It was going to be a special night out after such a long time.
Have they mentioned anything about rescheduling? Or maybe a refund?
They said they'll try to reschedule, but no definite dates yet. Refunds are available, but I was really more excited about the experience.
Understandable. It's not just about the money. It's about the anticipation and the experience.
Exactly. Now, I'm just stuck with no plans and a bit of a sour mood.
Let's find something else to do. Maybe there's another event or a different concert we can check out.
Maybe I'll have to see what's available. Thanks for suggesting that. It might help to look forward to something else.
Ability.
How you doing? I've noticed you seem to be learning to play piano pretty well.
Yes, that's true. Been practicing daily.
I must admit, I'm a bit surprised. I didn't realize you had that ability.
To be honest, neither did I. It's part of my recent self-discovery process.
That's fantastic. It's a beautiful thing to uncover new abilities within yourself.
Yes, it is. I never thought I could learn an instrument, but I'm really enjoying it.
We all have hidden abilities. It's just about digging deep and finding them.
Indeed. And I've learned it's more about perseverance than talent.
Exactly. Many think ability is the key. But perseverance cultivates ability.
Agreed. I wonder what else I might be able to do if I push myself a bit.
The possibilities are endless. It's fascinating how much potential resides within each of us.
Admitting mistakes.
I need to talk to you about the last project. I've realized there were several errors in my part of the report.
Okay, I did notice some discrepancies. What exactly went wrong?
It was the data analysis section. I misinterpreted the figures, which skewed our overall conclusions. I'm really sorry about this.
I appreciate your honesty. How do we fix this?
I've already started revising the section. I plan to double-check all the data with a more accurate method and correct the analysis by tomorrow.
That sounds like a good plan. Do you need any help with it?
Yes, if you could review my revisions, that would be helpful. I want to make sure it's all accurate this time.
Absolutely. I'll look over it as soon as you're done. It's important we get this right. Thanks for stepping up and fixing it.
Let's cut to the chase.
Hey, I heard you wanted to discuss something important. What's up?
Yeah, I've been thinking about our project timeline. Let's cut to the chase. Do you think we can realistically meet the deadline?
Honestly, I have my doubts. There's still a lot of work to be done, and we're running out of time.
That's what I was afraid of. What do you think we should do? Ask for an extension?
That might be our best option. We could also look at reallocating some tasks to make things more manageable.
I agree. Let's prioritize the critical tasks and see if there's anything we can delegate or streamline.
Good idea. I'll talk to the team and see who can take on additional responsibilities.
And I'll draft an email to our client, explaining the situation and requesting more time.
Sounds like a plan. We need to act fast to make sure we stay on top of this.
Absolutely. Let's get started and make sure we do everything we can to meet our goals.
Agreed. We've got a lot of work ahead, but we can handle it together.
Tenants.
How's the search for tenants going for your property?
Quite well, actually. I've got quite a few interests from potential tenants.
That's great news. What's your strategy for screening them?
I look at their history, references from previous landlords, financial stability, and even do a small background check to ensure there's no criminal record.
Sounds thorough. Do these tenants know that you're doing a background check?
Absolutely. I'm upfront about my process. It saves both of us a lot of time if they know what to expect.
Any concerns about the condition of your property?
I do worry, but that's where the security deposit comes in. It should cover any damages that occurred during their tenure.
Smart. You've got this down to a science.
With experience comes wisdom, or in this case, just a guideline to avoid headaches in the future.
Asking for clarification.
You mentioned the meeting next week, but I'm not sure about the details. Could you clarify when and where it's happening?
Oh, sure. It's scheduled for Wednesday at 10 a.m. We're meeting in the main conference room on the second floor.
Wednesday at 10. Got it. And who needs to be there from our team?
Everyone from our department is expected to attend. Plus, the project managers from the client side will be there too.
Okay, that makes sense. What's the main focus of the meeting? Do we need to prepare anything specific?
The main focus is to go over the project timelines and discuss any adjustments. It would be good if you could bring the latest project reports and any relevant data you have.
All right, I'll make sure to have those documents ready. Is there anything else that needs to be addressed?
That should cover it. Just make sure the data includes the updates from last week.
Will do. Thanks for clearing that up.
Cat's out of the bag. The secret is no longer a secret, it's been revealed.
I have something to tell you. You remember that mysterious book club I joined?
Yes, you've been very secretive about it. Almost annoyingly so.
Well, it's admirable that you've been so patient. But the cat's out of the bag now. My club isn't really a book club.
What do you mean it isn't a book club?
It's a cover for something else. We're actually a volunteer group that helps clean up local parks and forests. We just didn't want to publicize it as we wanted to avoid attention.
Wow, no wonder you always came home with muddy shoes.
Yes, that should have been a dead giveaway. Honestly, it feels great to give back to the community.
I respect that. I'm glad you're involved in such a noble cause. And relieved that the cat's out of the bag, integrity suits you better than mystery.
Expressing prohibition.
I was thinking about bringing my dog to the office tomorrow. He's really calm, and I thought it might brighten the day.
Actually, the office policy strictly prohibits pets. There's a concern about allergies and distractions.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that. I thought I saw someone with a small dog last week.
That was a service animal, which is an exception. Regular pets aren't allowed at any time.
That makes sense. I wouldn't want to cause any issues. Are there any other similar rules I should be aware of?
Yes, there's also a strict no smoking policy within 50 feet of the office building, and personal deliveries are to be limited during work hours to avoid congestion and distractions.
Good to know. I'll make sure to comply with those rules. Thanks for letting me know.
No problem. It's always better to ask if you're unsure. That way, we can keep the office comfortable for everyone.
Disagreeing.
I really think we should take the highway. It's the quickest route according to the map.
Actually, I'd prefer to take the scenic route along the coast. It might be slower, but it's much more beautiful.
But considering the traffic at this time of day, the highway will save us at least 20 minutes.
I understand that. But every time we take the highway, it feels so rushed. The coastal route could be a nice change, even if it takes a bit longer.
I get your point about the scenery, but my concern is mainly about time. We have that dinner reservation, and I don't want to be late.
What if we leave a bit earlier? That way, we can enjoy the drive without worrying about being late.
That could work, but it means rushing now instead of later. Are you sure it's worth the extra time?
I think it would be. It's not just about the destination, right? The journey itself should be enjoyable too.
Asking and giving instructions.
Hey, could you help me set up the new software I downloaded? I'm not sure where to begin.
Of course. First, did you download the installer file from their official website?
Yes, I've got the file on my desktop.
Great. Double-click on that file to start the installation process. It should open a setup wizard.
Okay, it's opening now. There's a window asking for installation preferences. Should I just go with the default settings?
For now, yes. The default settings should be fine for what you need. Just continue and accept the license agreement when prompted.
Done. Now it's asking to choose the installation directory. Should I change it?
No need to change it unless you have a specific reason. The default directory will work just fine.
Okay, it's installing now. What should I do after it finishes?
Once it's done, you might need to restart your computer. After that, you can open the program from your Start menu.
Got it. Thanks for walking me through this.
Anytime. Let me know how it goes once you start using it.
I'm so excited for you.
Guess what? I got the job offer I was hoping for.
No way! I'm so excited for you. Which company is it?
It's the marketing firm downtown. The one I've been talking about for months.
That's amazing! When do you start?
In 2 weeks. I can't wait to dive into the new projects they have lined up.
You've worked so hard for this. You totally deserve it. What's your new role?
I'll be a project manager, leading a team on some really innovative campaigns.
That sounds perfect for you. Do you have any plans to celebrate?
I'm thinking of having a small get-together with friends this weekend. Nothing big, just a casual celebration.
Count me in. We should definitely toast to your success.
Thanks. I appreciate the support. It's been quite a journey to get here.
And this is just the beginning. I'm sure you'll do great things there.
I hope so. It's an exciting new chapter for sure.
Talking about feelings.
I've been feeling a bit overwhelmed lately. It seems like everything is just piling up. You know?
That sounds tough. What's been going on?
It's a mix of things: work, family, and I guess just the pace of everything. It feels like I'm constantly trying to catch up.
I understand that. Do you feel like you have any time to relax or do things you enjoy?
Not really. That's part of the problem. I used to go for runs in the evenings, but I haven't found the time recently.
Maybe it's important to try and carve out that time again. Running could be a good break for you, a way to clear your head.
You're right. I think I need to prioritize it. Even if it's just a short run. It might help manage the stress better.
Definitely. And if you ever need to talk or vent, I'm here. Sometimes just talking about what's going on can help a lot.
Giving directions.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Greetings. I seem to be lost. I need to get to Mill Avenue. Do you know where that is?
Absolutely. You're not too far off. First, turn left at the next intersection.
The intersection by the convenience store?
Yes, that's correct. Turn left there, then continue straight for about 2 miles. You'll pass a school and a large park.
All right, a left at the intersection. Anything else?
Yes, you will then see a roundabout. Take the third exit onto Pine Street.
Okay, take the third exit at the roundabout onto Pine Street.
Correct. From there, continue until you reach a crossroads. Mill Avenue is the road turning right.
Fantastic. Thank you for your help.
Anytime. I'm happy to assist. Safe travels. You're going to find Mill Avenue in no time.
Yeah, go, go, go. Hustle hard.
A penny for your thoughts, a way of asking someone what they are thinking.
Swagger down the street with your red lips and funky beat. You better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you till the day I die.
Did you know you can see other galaxies with your naked eye?
Seriously? That's incredible. It really puts into perspective how massive the universe truly is.
Absolutely. Just think of the countless stars, worlds, and possible forms of life that must exist out there. It's like an endless sea of mysteries waiting to be revealed.
True. But considering the vastness of the universe, it makes our own world seem so trivial and insignificant.
Indeed. But don't you also find it somewhat comforting? Despite the universe's sheer size, we still have the capacity to understand, explore, and contribute to it.
You've been silent for quite some time. A penny for your thoughts?
Well, I was just pondering on how privileged we are to be part of this grand cosmos, to appreciate its beauty, and to pursue knowledge about it, despite our own fleeting existence.
I'm so proud of you.
Guess what? I finally finished my thesis and submitted it today.
Really? That's amazing. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks. It feels like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
I can imagine. You've been working so hard on it for months. How do you feel now?
Relieved and excited. Now I can finally relax a bit and enjoy my free time.
You deserve it. All those late nights and early mornings paid off. What's next for you?
I'm thinking about taking a short vacation before I start looking for jobs. I need a break.
That sounds like a great plan. Where are you thinking of going?
Maybe somewhere warm and relaxing, like a beach destination. I just want to unwind.
That's a perfect idea. A little getaway will do you good. You've earned it.
Thanks. I'm looking forward to it. And after that, it's time to dive into the job search.
You'll do great. With your skills and hard work, any company would be lucky to have you.
I hope so. Thanks for all your support along the way.
Anytime. I'm always here for you.
Let's give it a shot.
Have you heard about the new restaurant that opened downtown?
Yes, I've been reading some great reviews about it. Have you been there yet?
Not yet. I was thinking we should try it out this weekend. What do you think?
That sounds like a good idea. I've been wanting to try their signature dish everyone's talking about.
Same here. The pictures I've seen online look amazing. Should we make a reservation?
Definitely. It's been quite popular, so it might get crowded. What time works for you?
How about Saturday evening around 7? That should give us enough time to enjoy a nice dinner.
Perfect. Let's give it a shot and see if it lives up to the hype.
Great. I'll make the reservation. It'll be fun to try something new.
Absolutely. I'm always up for discovering new places. Plus, if it's as good as they say, it might become a new favorite.
I hope so. I'll confirm the reservation, and we'll be all set for Saturday.
Looking forward to it.
Asking and giving instructions.
Hi, you seem to know your way around this place. Do you know where the gym is?
Yes, I do. Do you want me to tell you the directions?
Yes, please.
That would be really helpful.
Alright, first you need to take this hallway till the end. And then turn right. Walk straight until you see the cafeteria on your left.
The cafeteria on the left. Got it.
After passing the cafeteria, continue straight until you reach a split pathway. Take the left one and keep going until you find the stairs. You take those stairs up to the second floor. The gym is right in front of the stairs.
So, just to confirm, I turn right at the end of this hallway, past the cafeteria, take the left path at the split, then go upstairs to the second floor, and the gym is right there?
Exactly. You've got it.
That's par for the course.
Did you hear about the latest changes to our project?
Yes, I did. Another set of revisions from the client, right?
Exactly. It's getting a bit ridiculous at this point.
Well, that's par for the course with this client. They always have last-minute changes.
True, but it's starting to feel like we're never going to finish this project.
I know what you mean. It can be frustrating, but we've handled it before. We'll get through it again.
I guess so. It just feels like every time we get close to wrapping up, something new comes up.
That's the nature of the business sometimes. We have to stay flexible and adapt.
You're right. It's just hard to stay motivated with constant changes.
Maybe we can break it down into smaller tasks to make it more manageable.
That's a good idea. It might make the workload feel less overwhelming.
Exactly. We've dealt with worse. We can handle this too.
Thanks for the pep talk. Let's get back to it and push through.
Anytime. We've got this.
Expressing disappointment.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket.
So, how was the concert last night?
Oh, it was a big disappointment.
Why? What happened?
Firstly, we had to wait 2 hours before the show started.
That's pretty standard, isn't it?
Yes, but it was just the beginning. When the band finally came on stage, they only played for an hour.
An hour. That's really short, especially after such a long wait.
Not only that, they barely interacted with the crowd, and they didn't even play some of their most popular songs.
Wow, that does sound disappointing.
To top it all off, the sound quality was poor. It was difficult to even hear the lyrics.
That's a shame. I know you were looking forward to that concert for a long time.
Yeah, it unfortunately didn't live up to my expectations.
I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours.
A piece of cake, something that is very easy to do.
Yesterday, I picked up my guitar, which I'd left untouched for years. I was surprised to find that I could still play a few chords.
That's interesting. How did it feel to rediscover your old hobby?
It felt amazing. It brought back so many memories. I was curious and tried to play a difficult piece that I always struggled with in the past.
And how did that go?
Shockingly, it was a piece of cake. I completed it perfectly on my first try, without any mistakes.
Really? You must have retained muscle memory from all those years of practice.
Yes, perhaps. My fingers just moved across the frets as if they knew what they were doing.
Imagine a tricky tune that used to be a hurdle. Seems like a piece of cake now. I think this calls for some celebration.
Absolutely. Who knew picking up old interests would be so rewarding?
Collecting things.
Do you have any collections? Any personal items you've accumulated over time?
Yes, I collect stamps. It might appear outdated, but it's really interesting. Each stamp tells its own story.
That's fascinating. I collect vintage postcards. They're like windows into the past.
I can imagine why that would be appealing. At the heart of it, I guess we're both interested in history.
Exactly. And multimedia, in a way. I love the combination of imagery and text on the postcards.
And I like seeing different designs of stamps from all over the world. Each one is a miniature artwork by itself.
We should swap notes sometime. There must be a fascinating intersection between our collections. Imagine a vintage postcard with a historical stamp.
Absolutely. They complement each other very well. This could add an entirely new dimension to our collecting.
Talking about jobs.
So, what do you do for work?
I'm a graphic designer. I work mostly with digital media, creating visuals for websites and apps. How about you?
I'm a high school teacher. I teach biology and environmental science. It's pretty rewarding.
That sounds interesting. What's it like being a teacher?
It's challenging but fulfilling. I love seeing students get excited about science and learn new things. And graphic design, that must be creative, right?
Absolutely, it's creative and every project is different. It keeps things exciting. I also freelance on the side, which allows me to work on a variety of projects.
Sounds like you have a good mix of stability and variety.
I try to. It keeps the work fresh. And teaching must keep you on your toes too, with new students every year.
Definitely, no 2 days are the same. It's what I love about it.
Checking for understanding.
So, just to make sure I've got everything right for our trip, we're planning to leave on Friday morning, right?
Yes, that's correct. We're aiming to leave by 8 a.m. so we can avoid the heavy traffic.
Okay, and we are driving there together in your car?
Exactly. We'll use my car. Did you also get the list of items we need to bring along?
I think so. We need camping gear, enough clothes for 3 days, food supplies, and the hiking map, right?
That's mostly right. But don't forget we also need to bring our own water bottles and a first aid kit.
Got it. Water bottles and a first aid kit. Anything else we're missing?
Just make sure your camera is charged. You mentioned wanting to take photos. Other than that, we're all set.
Perfect. Thanks for clarifying. I'm really looking forward to this.
Expressing preferences.
Have you decided on the theme for the annual meet yet? I have a few ideas I'd like to suggest.
Not yet. I'm open to suggestions. What are you thinking?
I prefer something modern and tech-oriented. Maybe a theme like the future of innovation. It ties well with our industry's focus.
That's an interesting idea. I was leaning towards something more traditional, like back to basics, focusing on core values and practices.
I see your point, but my preference is for something that looks forward, given all the advancements in our field. It might energize the team more.
True, energizing the team is crucial. Perhaps we can merge the ideas, incorporate core values with a focus on future technologies.
That could work. A combination might indeed cater to a broader audience. Let's sketch out how this could be integrated and present. It to the committee.
Agreed. Let's draft something and see how it comes together.
Hit the nail on the head to describe something precisely and accurately.
Hey, have you watched the latest episode of A Mystery Mansion?
Yes, I did. I think I finally figured out who the culprit might be.
Really? Who do you suspect?
Well, based on the clues provided, I'm pretty sure it's the butler.
The butler? I hadn't considered him. Why do you think he's the one?
All those little hints and misplaced objects revealed. He was usually around when important things disappeared or havoc occurred. Plus, it's not just about the physical evidence. His reactions in crucial moments give him away.
That does make sense. Your theory seems perfectly plausible. If you're correct, then you've really hit the nail on the head.
I guess we'll see in the next episode if my suspicions about the perpetrator are accurate.
Yes, we will. Can't wait to see if you've solved the mystery ahead of time.
Giving good news.
Hello. Do you have a moment? I wanted to share some good news with you.
Of course, I have time. What's the good news?
You remember my sister was trying to get into a medical school, right?
Yes, I do. She's been preparing for that for a long time.
Well, she finally received her acceptance letter. She's been accepted into Harvard Medical School.
Wow, that's incredible news. I'm really happy for her. Harvard is one of the best institutions in the world.
Exactly, and we are all so proud of her. She's worked really hard and it's been her dream for so long.
It's great to see hard work pay off like this. Please pass on my congratulations to her.
I certainly will. This is a big step for her. And we all can't wait to see what she'll achieve next.
No doubt she'll do great things. That's wonderful news, indeed.
Congratulations.
Hey, I heard the news about your promotion. Congratulations. That's amazing.
Thank you. I was pretty excited when they told me. It's been a lot of hard work.
I can imagine. This is a big step in your career, right? What will your new role involve?
Yes, it's a significant step. I'll be managing our entire regional sales team now. It means a lot more responsibility, but also a great opportunity to implement some ideas I've had.
That sounds like a perfect match for your skills. You've always been great with strategy and leadership.
Thanks for saying that. I hope to really boost our team's performance and morale.
With your track record, I have no doubt you'll succeed. You must celebrate this weekend.
Definitely planning to. You'll have to join us. It would be great to have you there.
Count me in. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Cheers to new beginnings.
To be a Soho.
I've been considering the idea of becoming a Soho. The recent growth of working from home seems enticing.
A Soho work life could surely give you more flexibility. But are you ready for the isolation and self-discipline it requires?
Well, it is a concern, but the idea of avoiding office politics and daily commuting outweighs it for me.
But what about the social interaction and collaborative environment of a traditional workplace?
It's a valid point, but modern technology can replicate much of that through video calls and online collaboration tools.
Yet you need to prepare for handling troubleshooting, maintenance, and miscellaneous tasks that are usually taken care of by the office admin.
I know it's not all sunshine and rainbows, but the potential for greater work-life balance and autonomy is worth the trade-offs for me.
If you manage the challenges well, it's certainly an appealing lifestyle to consider. I wish you all the best in your adventure.